Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. This is middle of December 2019. This is the third video that I've done, just trying to get back into doing a few videos. Just wanted to keep doing them. Perhaps this week wasn't as good as some of the weeks I've had previously, but I think it's good to sort of show that it's not always really good in terms of what you pick up. But went out to my usual boot sale on Saturday. Got there a little bit later than normally would because went out with my in-laws. They were down for the weekend, and yeah, we got there about half an hour, 45 minutes later than usual, but I don't think it mattered too much. It wasn't a huge amount that I think we missed out on, but yeah, you never know. Yeah, it was a little bit smaller. It is sort of small, dying down just because of the time of the year, but still worth getting out to, and still picked up some quite interesting bits. So I'll whiz through them and show you what I did this weekend. These honey, I don't know if I've mentioned these before, I can't remember if I said or not, but I've been picking these up. A guy has them, paid £6 for each of those, and been selling them for sort of 17, 18 quid, and they're selling quite consistently. The Manuka honey, the 15 plus M&S ones. There are other makes like Rouse and stuff like that, but I find that one sort of has done quite well, so quite pleased with that. This SNES Mini, I actually picked that up off Facebook this week. I don't normally pick stuff up off Facebook and Marketplace. I just tend not to really have the time, but that was just down the road from where I was. So I paid 20 quid for that. And they're sort of still selling for about sort of 60, 70, maybe more if you're patient. It hasn't got the box or anything like that, but yeah, should do pretty well on that. This Buzz, one lady had a load of PS3 games, and they're all £5 each, and they weren't great, but then she also had this Buzz Junior sealed little setup, and asked how much that was, and that was only 4 quid. So yeah, I picked that up, and that sort of was about 35 to 40, maybe a bit more again if you're patient, willing to wait on that. So that was quite nice. One guy had some ink, and he said he's going to be able to get quite a lot of ink. These HP, they're all £3 each. Obviously the 951 XL is about £12, but these are about sort of 25 quid, 20 to 30, again, depending on how long you want to wait, those XP. They're just coming up to their expiry dates, but again, it doesn't hugely matter. It's just a DS control, DS charger. I like to pick these up when I see them because I do have DSs, and it just helps to sort of, it obviously makes the sale much easier. He's obviously official Nintendo ones you see up in the corner there. So yeah, that was nice. A couple of Wii games, just these are £1.50. Just I've got the cases for those, and they're not. It's almost not really even worth bothering, but it's just sort of complete the set there. A few pairs of trainers, which are quite nice. These were New Balance 574, so almost new, size 7. They were 5 quid, and they'll probably be about £30, maybe 35. Could aim for those in the condition they're in. Adidas Pure Boost, these were nice as well. These were 5 quid. A little bit of wear on the tread, but yeah, nice colourway, decent trainer there. And with these, it's nice. Some of the Adidas, not all Adidas, but on Adidas you've got a code here. This art number B37775. In the middle there. Stick that into Google, and that'll tell you exactly what pair of trainers you've got come up. These I didn't actually buy from the boot sale. I bought these from the charity shop. It's a pair of Saucony. They're not, you don't see Saucony very often, and they're something called like Exodus, or yeah, there you go, Exodus ISO 2 or something like that. I've not seen them before, but I did look them up. They're obviously like a pair of trail running trainers, brand new, really nice. They wanted money for them. They wanted 20 quid for them, but I looked up and a pair had sold for 75 quid. So I thought even if I get 60 on them, that wouldn't be bad. These here, now I got someone in my last video said I'm not saying Nike. Right, I should be saying Nike, but you know where I'm from, I've just never called it Nike. I just find it really hard to do. A pair of Nike Air Max, it just doesn't sound right. Anyway, these are a pair of Nike Court Force. I thought were Court Force, but they're actually Son of Force. So I don't know if they're like a Jordan sort of Court Force collaboration sort of merger there. So I need to just look those up a little bit. They're not. I did look them up, but they're not worth a huge amount anyway. I knew they'd be about 20, 25, but they're only 2 quid and a good colour, pretty good condition, good size. So yeah, I went for those. These Converse, these XX Converse knee-high ones, picked those up in a charity shop. They're size 7. They were 15 quid. Quite a lot of money to pay for them, but they do sell for about £45. I think I've sold them for more than that previously. So yeah, not a bad find. For these batteries, so a guy had batteries. We were talking about batteries on the UK reselling group the other day and what we pay for them. Now, he had these 4 packs, and they were 2 for 50p, so 8 batteries. So 2 for £1, so 8 batteries for £1. Or, you know, he said he was doing these boxes of 80, said you could have them for a tenner. No, what did he say? He said you could have them for £8, and then he said I'll just take 2 boxes for 15. Now, at first it's sort of quite a good deal. I mean, but the only slight issue is these are well expired, 2009. But saying that, the batteries still, I tested them in a battery tester, and they're still 100%. They're still fine, but a few of them have corroded. So I just need to go through there and just sort of sell them. I did pick up a few boxes of them. I do use batteries in my work, in my job, some of the stuff we've got. So it's always handy to have them. But in regards to reselling, it might not perhaps be quite as easy. But for 10p a battery on Duracell, you can't really go wrong. So yeah, I'll see what I'll do with those. I picked up a few boxes of them. In a charity shop, I've never seen this before. This is a lot of these helmets I just tend to avoid because there's not a huge amount of money in them. But obviously it's a Boba Fett one, 2009. Is he turned on? No, I'm not turned him on. But yeah, he makes a few noises, makes a few sounds. It's a little bit quiet. I think there's some extra bits that originally clipped into the side here, like his sort of antenna, stuff like that. But again, it was £5, and at that price, I looked it up. It's sort of, even without his bits, just as it is, sort of 30, 35, maybe more again if you're patient. So yeah, pretty happy with that. That was quite a nice find. And then just one little thing, just one sale. I picked these up and I showed you these guys, these Nike Coho, whatever they were called. And I put them on Depop. I didn't even get around to putting them on eBay, I don't think. And they got featured on Depop's Explorer page, which is like their home page. And they also were doing 0 fees on Nike at the time. So I had them on at £45 or something like that, plus £3 shipping. And because there was no fees, and I sort of took an offer of what was £40 on them. So yeah, I sold those, and having picked those up this last week. So yeah, pleased with that, having never sold those. I don't get items featured very often on the Explorer page on Depop. I don't take a lot of time really with my photos on eBay or Depop, if I'm really honest. But it's quite a good way. All of a sudden you get an item which has maybe had 1 or 2 likes, gets about 40 likes in the space of an hour or so, and you find out, yeah, it's been featured, and then to sell it was quite good. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, all in all, reasonable little haul. A few nice bits which should do quite well. But yeah, a case of sort of slightly less is more at this time of year now, it feels like. But I'm happy with that because I've still got loads of stuff that I need to be getting on with. Anyway, I hope you guys are all building up nicely to Christmas. And yeah, I might do one more video because I think I'll probably be out next weekend, see what the weather's like before Christmas. Anyway, see you later. Cheers. Bye-bye.